I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Food and Beverage Tax Advisory Commission for the date of February 19th, 2021. And welcome Monroe County and all who are participating and attending. We have an agenda today that includes a marathon of approval of minutes. So we also have an annual report to approve, and hopefully all of you have read, all the commission members have read everything in the packet, and then we'll go smoothly. Megan, would you please call the roll of the members?
Absolutely. Thomas?
Here.
Satile?
Here.
Munson?
Here.
Smith?
Here.
Hamilton?
Here.
Bright?
Here.
Bush?
Here.
All present.
Thank you. Next, we'll hear from Christopher Munch with the Auditor's Department, and he'll present the food and beverage report, tax report.
Since we haven't had any meetings, do you want me to just do December, or how far back do you want me to?
Well, December and previous months are covered in the 2020 annual report. Do you have anything for 2021?
I just received the state report for January's revenues 2 days ago.
Good.
I have not been able to fully audit it yet. Hopefully that'll be done next week.
Okay. So I think it's great to have you send out the reports as soon as you have done your audit. And that way everybody has the most up-to-date information. And we do not need to wait to have a commission meeting to have that information. So, well, let's turn that.
As soon as I have it done, everybody will get the report before the distribution is made.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Munch. Next, let's tackle that 2020 annual report. This is due to be presented to the County Council on February 19th. And so I'm hopeful that it is complete and passes your approval, because this was a long report to put together with lots of meaty information. And I tried to do this in a format that could be easily replicated in future years, and with sort of a plug and play operation. But there may be things not in the report that you would like to see there. Also, there might be things in the report that you think just don't need to be there. So let's have a motion for approval of the report, and then we'll begin discussion.
I move to approve the report.
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anybody wish to make a comment, ask a question? Ms. Thomas.
Yes. I just would ask, just for it's really a Scrivener's, just a clarity issue on page 5 of the report, not of the packet, but of the report, page 5 of the report. The third paragraph from the bottom, I would just like it to be clarified at the beginning there that it was $200,000 request each time.
Okay.
Instead, it's noted and it says 400,000, but that says county council. So I just want to make sure that it's clear that it's $200,000 in March and $200,000 in May. That's really it. Otherwise,
Okay.
I just want to compliment the work on this, because this is going to work really well. We can just add historical information and new charts, and it's going to be, it's all the information we need. So it's really good.
Right.
So thank you for that.
And I already have the charts in an Excel file, so those can be plug and play too. I will make sure that is clarified before the report's distributed. Mayor Hamilton.
Thank you, and I appreciate all the work on this. I just wanted to ask a question on, I guess it's page 10 of the report. It's item 7, summary of 2020 receipts and expenditures.
Okay.
There's an identical to the penny figure for 2020
Oh,
balance.
I'm sorry, John, I can't hear you. I've got mayhem here. Sorry.
I don't know how to quiet your, no, I'll wait. Well, there's an identical figure for 2020 beginning balance and 2020 revenue received for the city, and I'm just thinking that may not be accurate.
Will you again clarify where on that page those figures are, John?
Yeah, and I don't know where they came from. Page 10, item 7, summary of 2020 receipts and expenditures. Under A, 2020 beginning balance under the city, it lists 5,037,000, et cetera. And then under B, for revenue received for the city, it says that exact same number, which should not probably be the same number of balance on the first day and revenue received, I think. I don't know.
So I believe that would be my error. I received good information from the city comptroller, Mr. Underwood, and I did send this report back to him. But I will look into that, and I can't do that on the fly very easily. But
Jeff, is Jeff on?
Can we just note it needs to be corrected? Would that be sufficient?
we could approve with a correction if that would be okay with Mr. Hamilton.
I think I'm fine with that. Jeff, I saw Jeff on, but anyway, I assume.
There he is.
Sorry, having issues. So I just was able to get, I think, fully connected here.
Did you hear my question, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm trying to call up the report
Okay.
myself. So
That just has to be my error.
yeah, because I remember when I know the information that we sent would have been correct. So it
I
made.
think the revenue received is probably more like 3 million, a little less than 3 million this year.
I can tell you it is $345,481.60.
No, that would be county
Oh, that's county. Okay.
or
Phew.
thereabouts.
I've got it. It's $2,447,182.60.
That sounds about right.
Okay. So I can go back to where I did the calculations on this and get that corrected and put it into the report.
And so the balance then, I bet if it were at 5 million at the start, bring in 2.5, spend 1.5, that balance is probably right under D of just over 6 million, but just to check all those numbers is probably.
Yes. And I also see that there's a, the city balance is out of alignment, and I'll take care of that as well.
Just as a tabular matter, not as a spiritual matter or any.
Oh, it's both.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Right.
both.
Okay, right. Thank you. Just wanted to point that out. Thanks for all the work on this. Looks great.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Commissioner. So other questions or comments? I've got my dogs muted.
Very nice report, Cheryl. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
I
So,
guess one other, I'm sorry.
okay,
just-
go ahead. Don't be sorry. Just
Just
go.
noting, and again, accountants may want to think about this in terms of a balance. These are cash balances, and we should probably note that because there are actually some receivables. The vast majority of the city's expenditures were loans, so those are actually assets, receivables. So we should just note that it's a cash balance report to make clear about that.
how about we change it to the heading on the top of the page 10, summary of 2020 cash receipts and expenditures.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thanks.
that good change.
In the report, it does list the outstanding loans and balances on those.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Let's move then to a roll call vote to approve the annual report as corrected.
Munson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Bright,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Satile.
Yes.
Motion passed unanimous.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, the next item for us to consider is a signature process for approving documents. And this is hard to bring everybody from the commission together into signing paper documents. And we could default to electronic signatures, but there is also another option open to us, and that would be an agreement by the commission to designate one person to be the signatory for all written documents that have been actually approved by a commission vote. And let's discuss this to see the pros and cons, and then we'll get a motion on the table.
Electronic, I would favor electronic unless there's technological issues that interfere with that.
Okay.
Makes it easy for us, but that's my opinion.
Okay, other members?
However you want to simplify and be legal is fine with me.
So
I
yeah,
think that's the right approach. Electronic should work for everyone.
okay. And can I check now with council staff, Ms. Shell and Ms. Miller? Can you arrange for their electronic signatures in the council office?
Yes, I do. I was just going to state that I do have a device where if they want to come in, we can make arrangements for them to come in and sign off on it. It's a little pad which creates an electronic signature that we can use for you, and only use it for you when you have had meetings. You know, this won't be used at any other time. It's just strictly for food and beverage.
Okay, well, I don't think we actually need a motion to have electronic signatures because they're just our signatures.
Right. Well,
Right.
What I'm saying is that, you know, we won't use them for anything else but food and beverage,
Right.
agenda items and approvals.
Okay. Well, then I would recommend to each member of the commission that you communicate with Ms. Shell by email and set up a time to affix your actual signature to her little device and create your electronic signature for the Food and Beverage Tax Advisory Commission. So,
We also have the capability, don't we, to affix our signature as through the software on our computers, right? That we have perhaps already signed documents electronically. We can affix that signature, right? And just send it back to the support staff, right?
I don't know how your signatures will work on our documents. We're working toward doing that, but I don't know if we have that capability as of yet. I know that our TSD is working toward that, but I'm not sure yet. So all I know is I have this little device where you have to physically come in and sign it, kind of thing.
Okay, I didn't understand that.
Okay,
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kim.
okay. Well, this will require an appointment at the courthouse with Michelle.
I think my concern is that each time, if we followed that process, Councilmember Smith, that each time we did that, we would end up having to collate everybody's signatures on every document every
Yeah,
time.
it would
and
be
that's-
hard.
And that's what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah, that-
Right?
yes, because we'll end up with like 7 additional pages to each document.
Right.
Okay,
I'm with you. Well, I didn't realize those considerations, and so whatever makes it easiest in legal, it's all good.
Or
Good.
you can designate one person to sign off as the spokesperson for the food and beverage, but everything will show up in the minutes, you know, that you, how you voted and this kind of thing. So,
If I don't know if this is a hybrid, but I'm wondering whether with the president and vice president, or chair, vice chair, I can't remember what you luminaries called with this, but maybe both, each of you sign, so it's on there, and the rest of us don't have to then, but maybe it's two signatures at least, and then the minutes just reflect the actual vote, whatever it was. That'd be fine with me too, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine with me. That's fine.
So we
Okay.
could.
That's okay
so-
with everybody else.
Yeah, so we could get Councilmember Smith's signature on electronically, and then we have Councilor Munson's signature electronically, and the vote reflects it. And I guess there's, that would be a question for Ms. Rice, is if, you know, it sounds like we could just make a signature page that says this reflects the vote, a positive or majority vote in favor or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We can do as the mayor suggested with the 2 signatures, and have a line there that explains that these 2 signatures indicate support and approval by a majority of the FabTech.
So I would make a motion that we utilize the signatures of the chair and vice chair to represent the majority vote on written documents for the
Second it.
purposes of this meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any further discussion on this? Is there any public comment? Then let's have a roll call vote.
Smith,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Bright,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Satile,
Yes.
Munson.
Yes,
Motion passed unanimously.
so thank you all.
Thank you.
The minutes from today, once they're approved, will reflect that. And now we're moving into approval of summary minutes. And if we do approve these 7 batches of minutes, Councilor Smith and I will have our signatures affixed to represent all who vote in favor. So, Ms. Thomas?
Yep, I would like to make a motion to approve the summary minutes from February 10th, March 24th, March 27th, May 5th, May 26th, June 16th, and January 21st. Well, those are all 2020 dates, and January 21st, 2021.
Thank you. May we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Commission members, do you have any comments on any of these minutes? Ms. Thomas?
I just have a quick question for legal, because we had a different city council member who was present at those meetings. How do we account for that? Can the new council
Right.
member vote for those other minutes?
I don't think so, because he wasn't at those meetings, but the rest of you voting for it will still be a majority approving the minutes. So I think the minutes can reflect that, that Mr. Smith voted on any minutes that he attended and did not vote on the minutes for those meetings that he wasn't present. But it should be sufficient to pass with the rest of you voting for them.
Shall I just abstain, Ms. Rice?
Yes, and you can just abstain, say I abstain from any, if you know the months, that's great. But if you just want to say you abstain from any minutes, approving any minutes for the meetings when you were not present, that would be a good blanket statement.
Okay,
Great.
thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion? We'll have a roll call vote, please.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Bright,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Satile,
Yes.
Munson,
Yes.
Smith.
I will abstain from any minutes for meetings that I was not present.
Motion passed majority.
Thank you, everyone. Here we are for our last item, and that is future meeting dates. And I don't have word of any upcoming business for the commission. Does anyone know of any business likely to come in the near future? I see.
Do you want to go ahead and set dates to review the monthly reports, or do you want to just?
I was just going to ask that.
Okay.
I wasn't getting any business. So,
Okay.
Okay, the next question is, commissioners, do you feel the need to meet together to review the monthly reports, or are you happy just to receive them and consider them yourself?
I personally don't think we need to meet just to receive the monthly report. I appreciate getting them. I think they're important, and maybe meet upon the call of the chair or vice chair as needed if things arise. That would be fine with me.
Thank you.
Agreed.
That has been our operating procedure since last summer. And I think that's a good way to continue. Any other comments? Okay, well, when it's hard to predict where we will need to be when something comes before us as a necessary time to meet. And I think we better not set a usual date, but we might begin with the question of that'll help us with a doodle poll. Is Friday a good time for most members to meet?
As good as any.
Good as any. Okay. So we'll try for a Friday at some future date when it's necessary, and that way we can have a doodle poll that will find us an agreeable time. So is there any other business to be brought before the commission?
I'm going to ask, whenever you're ready for me to come down to sign that, Michelle, send me an email and I'll just make sure I come down as soon as possible and sign your electronic pad.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. I plan on being in the office Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So,
Okay, any of those times works for you?
yes,
Okay.
you just let me know.
Okay, I'll come down on Wednesday. Wednesday's a good day for me to wander around.
Okay, we'll be there in the office.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get that in the minutes that Wednesday's a good day for Smith to wander around. I want to get that.
during the day, not in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still under the,
Thank
it's still under the agenda item of future meetings.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Ron, for doing that.
Of course.
Okay. Well, seeing no other business, I will bring this meeting to a close and thank you very much. We are adjourned.
Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot.
very much.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, President Munson.
Thank you.